There are many things Hajj teaches you, but one of the most profound lessons I remember is just how huge Islam really is. Yesterday we spoke about how Islam is truly a global phenomenon, and today I wanted to just remind myself and others about the comprehensive nature of Islam. You see, a comprehensive and enriching way of life that has massively impacted humankind for the last 1400 years is not going to be something with a narrow vision or narrow idea of what human beings should focus on. One of the biggest problems with the new world religions construct is that it forces Islam into somebody else's system of categorization, thus losing its holistic and comprehensive nature. As a result, you'll find many groups or individuals focusing on a tiny slither of the spectrum of what Islam really tells people to think about and talk about and invest their attention and thinking into. What really upsets me is the political activists, for example, who completely ignore his or her relationship with Allah. Or the talib al-ilm, the person who maybe studies many Islamic texts but almost takes pride in not knowing about what's happening in their local community or on a state level or even in international politics. Or what about the person who reads in super fine detail the theological debates from hundreds of years ago but doesn't spend time on focusing on the akhlaq, for example, that the Prophet ﷺ himself said that he came to perfect. Or even the businessman who fasts and prays, but when he's at work, he completely forgets Allah. Sadly, the list goes on.
Yes, Islam is not just a religion, but an entire way of life. It's not just about the mosque or the masjid. It's about morals, it's about manners, it's about etiquettes, it's about championing social issues, right? It's about supporting the weak. It's about dealing with oppression. It's far greater than just the simplistic understanding that some people have, whereby you just go to the mosque and you pray there and you leave, and when you leave Islam behind. No, Islam walks with you with every breath that you take and every move that you make.
It's the comprehensive nature of Islam as perceived through its own lens as opposed to somebody else's that we try to embed into our everyday ethos in Islam 21c. You'll find many excellent websites about tafsir, for example. You'll find many excellent websites cataloguing Islamic rulings, fatwas. You'll find many websites giving you the news, talking about politics and current affairs. But Islam 21c was created to bring all of these spheres together and more that Muslims need not only be aware of but excel in order to be champions of Islam in the 21st century. Over the next few of these 10 best days of the year, I wanted to give some examples of the different spheres that we want to develop our thinking and our discourses in order to try our collective best to make da'wah as holistic and comprehensive as it can be, inshallah. We are in the best 10 days of the year, and every day I wanted to remind myself and anyone else willing to take the journey with me of the importance of investing in Islam in the 21st century, giving it a discourse it truly deserves.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will always perfect His light. The question is, will you be part of the solution? Invest in Islam in the 21st century.